My name is Debbie, and this is my husband Barry, and we've adopted Midnight 2009, and we've had her for almost 3 years now. And we had a Samoy died when he was 13, so we waited a few years before we decided we were going to get another dog. So we talked to a friend of ours, Shelly, who works here at Grady, and Shelly, we wanted to wait till after we take a yearly vacation to Myrtle Beach every year, and we wanted to wait till after our vacation. But Shelly called us in January and said she had the perfect pup for us, and that's when she showed us pictures of Midnight. And my husband surprised me one night, said, "Let's take a ride." We went to Staff, and that's when we met her. And she was lovable from the first time we met her. She was so, we had no idea what to expect. Nothing, well, we didn't know what to expect going into it, and the paperwork was very extensive, and they brought her in. She was lovable from the get-go. And then all the paperwork we filled out, they reviewed it while we visited with her. And then after a while, after they reviewed it, they came back and told us that we were not delegates for good matches for Midnight because our yard was not fenced in, and she was a big dog and we would need a fence. And so the more the woman kept telling us that, I was getting really upset. And I finally left the room crying, and Barry stayed for a little while, continued talking to him. And then the next thing I know, Barry called me the next day at work and said we were getting a fence put in the next week. And then I called the staff, and then they let us go and visit her. We brought her home for the visitation. And when we first brought her home, she went chasing after squirrels right off our deck, jumping off of our 4-foot deck into the yard. And I said to my husband, "I think we need a bigger fence." But she's never tried to get out of the yard, but she's just been so lovable, and it's been a great experience for us all along.
The funniest thing I've known that she's done to hers was in February. We had snow, a lot of snow. And Debbie was out in the backyard, and Midnight just took off running crazy and right into Debbie, and it looks like she was doing snow angels on the ground with the dog jumping over.
She just tackled me like full force. It was a game to her to throw snow all over me.
But she's been a good dog. She's real friendly. She loves everybody.
Yeah. Well, I'm thankful that staff made us get the fence, because she would have never. Our dog Chinook was a big dog like her, but he was very, well, she's behaved, but he stayed in the yard. I could go work out in the yard, and Chinook would lay right there, would never leave the yard. She would be gone. She would definitely. So we're thankful that staff is a very thorough organization, and I'm glad that they insisted that we got a fence.